What's going on YouTube? Everybody out there in Facebook land, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, wherever you guys are at on this whole globe of Earth. Your buddy Gabe here, and today's video I'm gonna do a little Q&A, questions and answers. I asked you guys on Facebook if you had any questions for me, and you guys had a great response, so thank you. And so I'm just gonna try to answer some questions while I play a few holes over here at Woods Valley, number 3. Nice little par 3. Beautiful day out here, a little chilly, a little windy, but I got my little MTI jacket to keep me warm. So anyways, I'll try to answer some questions so you guys can get to know me a little more psychologically. When are you getting a job? You know, I'm gonna do my best not to get a job at a golf course or pro shop or golf store. I really want to make this my full-time job. You know, anytime I'm surrounded by these things called walls, these 4 walls, either mentally or physically, I start getting claustrophobic. You know, I'm a person, I have high energy levels, I like to do weird sporadic things. You know, I can't really do this at the golf store. They're like, Gabe, stop doing that in front of the customers. And I'm like, out here with these videos, I got freedom to do what I want. When will you have the MTI polos available again? Well, first of all, thanks again to everyone who picked up an MTI polo or jacket, 18 Greens hat, pants, shorts, everyone. I only got great reviews. Doug, the owner of 18 Greens, class guy, only puts out high quality clothing, so thank you. We will be doing, I think, a Memorial Day sale. So coming up here in the next 2 to 3 weeks, we're gonna do another big sale, another 3-day sale. And Doug's a crazy man. I mean, Doug's a lot nicer than me. He wants to do like some crazy ridiculous sale where like everything on the website $25, which is like basically what we did last time. And I think we were gonna do anything like that again. So he wants to do like everything on the website $25 for like 3 days. Because quite honestly, I talked to the guy. He's just like, I just want to give a good deal, you know, to all your friends and followers. It's so cool that, you know, you can ship them all across the world. And he's like, we're not trying to rob anybody, just give people a good deal, and that's good enough for me. And so I'm like, Doug, I gotta make some money, man. I'm trying to, you know, move out of my parents' house and I need oatmeal. He's like, no, we're gonna do a good deal, the best deal we can give. I'm like, okay, Doug. What do you think about the people that are repping the MTI gear in Norway? Well, I'll tell you what I think. Freaking awesome! Hell yeah! I mean, that's what's so cool about the internet, is that it makes me available and you guys available to me, to so many people different across all the world. Norway and Singapore and freaking Iceland and, you know, Australia and Ireland and Arizona and New York. I mean, that's what's really cool about the internet and living in this time, you know, where you know, it's so much easier for everyone to connect. I mean, you guys can see me playing a course in Valley Center, or you could see me talking to Colton or Annalise, or you know, all these random people. We get to connect. I would have never have known you, you know, 5 years ago or 8 years ago when YouTube didn't exist. I wouldn't have known any of you guys. So it's just so cool to be in a time where we can connect so easily. Do chicks dig the long ball? Well, of course they do, but quite honestly, everybody digs the long ball. I don't care if you're fat, short, small, or tall. Everybody likes hitting that ball. Woo! Really far. How do you stay motivated? You know, I would say how do I stay motivated has to do with really focusing on the outcome, kind of where I think doing all this will get me. I think whether it's fitness or practicing golf or doing these videos, we're always trying to, in a sense, get to an outcome, right? If you're working out, you can see yourself 10, 15, 20 pounds lighter or stronger, buffer. And so for me, I really try to, you know, see myself with these videos, and if I could see myself being able to travel and work with all the best instructors and provide the best value and content for you guys, that's why I do it even on days I don't want to or doing things I don't want to. So many times when people think about motivation, they think about having to love what they do or being passionate every day. And for my personal experience, that's just not the case. So you do have to find things that motivate you to keep you going even when you don't want to. That's the way I look at it. Would you play around with a subscriber even if he was an okay-ish golfer? Absolutely, of course. You know, I play with golfers that shoot 130, 120, and golfers that shoot 62. So I play with everybody and would absolutely love to play with more subscribers in the near future. Is playing on the PGA Tour a realistic bet? Absolutely not. You know, I don't care if you just won the US Amateur, it's not a realistic bet, or even if you've won a PGA tournament, staying on the PGA Tour is not a realistic bet. Look at David Duval, #1 in the world, never came back since. So understand, becoming best in the world at something is not realistic. There's so many things that need to happen in your environment, the people that you meet, the doors opening, the opportunities, the resources that come together naturally to produce a Rory McIlroy or a Jordan Spieth. You know, to become best in the world at any genre. I don't care if it's business or internet marketing or photography, basketball, football, golf. So many things have to go properly, and you quite honestly have to get lucky in a lot of senses. So being the best in the world at anything is not a realistic bet. As you can see, the majority of the world is not the best in the world at what they best can do. So let me tell you what it do when I run on 22 dudes. Coke or Pepsi? Not much of a soda man. I'm more of like a water, iced tea, Arnold Palmer, green tea, peach tea, lemonade type guy. So not much of a soda fan. What are your main goals since coming back to San Diego? My main goal since coming back has really been to just continue these videos, you know, with not much resources and still building the foundations for my MTI movement. The biggest thing for me is just continuing my videos. If I could just do that one thing really well, that one thing consistent, by making videos, my value will continually increase. Getting more minutes watched, getting more views, getting more subscribers. So I feel like if I could do that one thing really well, everything else will take care of itself. So for now, making more videos. What's your plans for golf in later years to come? You know, right now, with my videos, I've been noticing, you know, things are always changing. Whether we're selling, you know, merchandise, or I'm going from Arizona to San Diego, you know, a lot of my plans don't really go according to plan, which isn't a bad thing. So for me, I just want to continue my videos, and right now I'm actually trying to save up some money to go work with an instructor in Hawaii, and I want to be able to make some videos with him to bring you guys some of the best golf instruction on the interweb. So for me, right now, as it relates to golf, I just want to continue making my videos, figuring out how to monetize it, make some more money, meet with new coaches, new players, and bring the best value related to golf to you guys. How do your friends and family feel about you putting videos on YouTube? They really like it, you know. I've had great support from my families, my dad, mom, you know, my brothers, sisters. You know, my dad loves me, you know, seeing me build an audience and seeing it go up every month. And, you know, a lot of my, you know, my mom, she thinks some of my videos are pretty funny. So I got great support from my family when it comes to what I'm doing with YouTube and my videos. Would you ever give up YouTube or business and all your money to go play on the PGA Tour? You know, I would say probably not. Obviously, if I had to give up all my money, that wouldn't be much. That's not a big deal. But if I had to give up YouTube, my movement towards improvement, you know, I'd probably say no. I mean, I love golf, and I just love it being out here right now. I'm the only one on the course. It's afternoon. I get to chip and putt. It's like therapeutic. It's relaxing. But, you know, if I had to give up my interaction between you guys and, you know, not be able to make my videos and being able to, you guys help me and I help you, I don't think I would do it. You know, I'm a people's person, and I like being sociable. I'm not sure if that's a word, but yeah, so I would say no. What courses do you expect to make videos on? Well, I don't really expect to make videos on any course. I don't have much preconceptions of where I'm going to go, what I'm going to do, especially with not having concrete resources available. So I really just make videos at any place I can. Vista Valley, Stone Ridge, Woods Valley, in my house, wherever I can, wherever's available to me. Got to do the best with what you got, and that could be anywhere. Have you ever had a hole-in-one? Yes, I have had one hole-in-one, a Red Hawk Golf Club in Temecula, I believe. I think it was like hole 4. I mean, it was probably like, you know, 6 years ago. It was like 167, I think, and I hit like a 6-iron, and lay on the top slope, spun back, and dropped straight into the hole. And I was lucky enough to have like 3 playing competitors, and the group behind us all saw it, so it was pretty fun, pretty fun time. What goes through your mind during a pre-swing routine or pre-shot routine, I'm assuming? Okay, so this is what's going through my mind for a pre-shot routine. First thing I like to do is get the distance to the pin. The distance was 160 yards. The next thing I like to do is see if there's any type of elevation change, either uphill or downhill. So I figured there was 2 yards downhill, so we're looking at 158 to the pin. The pin is in the middle. Now I like to take into account the wind. I factored in about a 12-yard wind, about 7 to 10 miles per hour straight into me. So now my distance is 170 yards to the pin, and that's the distance I want to fly it. And if anything, I want to make the mistake a little long, especially with water short. So now you're going to see me make a couple swings, really trying to focus on the feeling I want to have over the shot, and also trying to visualize the ball flight that I want. Right now I'm aimed I want to hit the ball right at the left edge of the bunker. So you're going to see me line up, and you're going to see me look at an intermediate target, and then look at my final target and make my swing. As you can see, an abbreviated follow through, trying to keep the loft off, keep it underneath the wind, and I hit a great shot. Alright, that was a great shot. Very, very happy with that. 6-iron, 160, played about 170, 175, he'll knock down 6. Wind kind of touched it a little bit, rose a little bit, but perfect distance. My main thing when hitting into a good, 7-10 mile per hour breeze is make sure that wind doesn't affect it, especially with water front. Always make the mistake long, always take more clubs, swing easier, keep it lower. Tell me what it gonna do when you grab the mower. I sow her, I do what I do. Oh, look at this. Look at the golf course etiquette Gabe has. He's such a good little boy. He's such a good little boy. Oh. How do you go about keeping your nerves in check in a big competition or match? I would say when it comes to nerves, the first thing you got to do is breathe. Every time I get nervous, you have to take deep, slow